this is a crazy story that happened to me. And so this is a crazy story, and this is one of those things where like I now made it change the way I do real estate. So a final walkthrough is now it's built into our contracts, at least in West Michigan, but it's where you can essentially say, hey, before we close on this transaction, before I sign on the dotted line, I want to walk through the house one last time just to make sure everything's good, just to make sure nothing's changed, nothing goofy's gone on. And sometimes it's just, it's nice so the buyer can go and take a look and say, oh yeah, it's exactly how I remember it, and I'm all excited, and I'm going to look at what I'm going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on one more time before I sign on that bottom line. This is like one of the crazier stories I have in my career. So I sell a house to a nice young guy, just got out of the Navy, VA loan. It's middle of winter. It's probably like December, right? We selling this house. We don't close on it. Put the deal together, great. The seller is like living in Florida. I think he had some health issues or something. Do all the work, right? VA inspections, do all of everything. This is why it's so important to do a final walkthrough, right? This has changed my career. So a couple days before closing, I contact the selling agent and say, hey, my clients would love to get back into the house, just kind of take, some measurements and just kind of see it, blah, 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 blah. When can we do it? And the agent denies it, says, nope, can't accommodate, sorry, you can do it after closing. Okay. Kind of a jerk, but okay, like fine. I didn't think it would be a big deal. House was vacant, but I guess we can't do it through. So I tell my client, hey, I'm so sorry. We'll just have to do it after closing. I don't know. For some reason, this guy doesn't want us to go through the house. That weekend, we closed on like a Monday. So I tried to do the walkthrough maybe on like a Thursday or Friday. That weekend, we had this big snowstorm rolled through town. And the temperatures, I remember, got really, really cold. Go to the closing Monday morning. Everything's good. He gets keys. Take the picture at the closing. Everything's good. He gets in his car with his mom. They head out towards houses in Jenison. I head back to the office. Okay, I'm sitting in the office with my dad, and the phone rings. I answer it. I throw it on speaker, and it's the client's mom, and she is in tears, and she's freaking out. What had happened is house was a ranch, had an open staircase. The cold water pipe in the bathroom upstairs had broke from the cold temperatures, right? Had flooded the entire main level of the house with about, I think it was like 6 inches of water. And it was cascading down the open the stairwell into the basement. And there was like 3 or 4 feet of water in the basement. So for like 4 or 5 days, this thing had been essentially flooding. And that client, the deal had already closed. I think, he ended up with the insurance and everything else. He basically got a new house, but it took like another 2 years for that house to be basically completely rebuilt and go from there. But they are still a client, and all was good on that front. But yeah, ever since then though, final walkthroughs, that's crucial.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna just start writing stories down.